Hello everybody, welcome back to He Is Coming. It's a Swampland day. We have all but just the one win on Swampland, and there's still so much stuff for us to unlock here, so that's probably why we're not at our strongest yet. Have a diamond book, take 100 damage in a battle and win, defeat a honeybee, restore 40 health, hatch 2 eggs in a single run, defeat the Hydra without any oils or edges. Equip 4 or more tomes. Could you do 4 tomes and then combine them into a diamond tome? That wouldn't be bad. Equip a crone item. Have 2 cooked cauldron items in your inventory. Visit the Boneyard Bog 3 times in a single run. Gain 4 or more additional strikes in a battle. Alright, Boneyard Bog 3 times. Should be fairly simple if we can just get to like a reasonable strength and then keep beelining for the ferryman. Let's start with a Squire's Blade. It's a decent standard foundation. Could we do 2 eggs? Feels unlikely, but we won't know unless we try. First turn, give the enemy 2 poison on hit. This frog, Toxic Myotode, steals all the player's armor and gives them 3 poison. So more max health would certainly help. And we're on our way. Let's go Golem. We're going to try and see if we can double up on any items. Squire's Armor with the Squire's Blade is not some kind of match, but hey, we are bleeding health though. So let's try and get to that fireplace before the end of the day. This is now less good to us. But we have 4 armor, so there's that. Expose, give the enemy a Riptide. Battle start, game 1 Purity. I'll take a Riptide. Then this fire for this night. I think we probably don't get to there quite in time. Battle start, gain 3 regen. On hit, if the enemy doesn't have any poison, give them 2 poison. If we're going to work to having lots of armor, the early regen is good healing if we're already hurt, but useless if we're at full health when we start the fight. So let's try the Oozing Blade. Let's grab another fish and go back to the Golem. So that'll be 2 Riptide. That'll be 10 damage over 2 turns. There's our ferryman. We're not going to find a second wet egg to combine with a wet egg. So we should just try and find a good piece of gear for this before leaving this island, I think. Probably not this to half our attack stat. Wounded, gain 10 armor and stun. We get 10 armor. We'd stun ourselves for 2 turns. We wouldn't be inflicted by the poison that they've given us anymore, although that poison is 3 damage, then 2 damage, then 1 damage. Then the poison goes away. How much damage are we going to do to this boss in that time? Exposed, give the enemy 2 Riptide. That's when our armor gives out. I don't think we need this. But at the same time, do I have anything better to take? The muscle potion, I like it. Probably too much, I've been told. Let's get rid of this rusty ring. That'll start gain 1 regen. Probably not either. Well, another squire's armor will upgrade. But then if I don't find another squire's armor before the end of the day, we can't make a golden squire's armor. And if we have this squire's armor upgrade into an intermediary armor, if we pick up another one, it will be another squire's armor, so they'll be out of sync. So let's try this. Let's see how that goes. Then we'll do this boss fight before we open any more chests. And then if we can get another golem before leaving the island, so be it. I think we're going to be okay here. Oh, I was paying attention to the armor bit, the poison bit, but forgetting they take all of our armor. But now we have 8. That's 4 turns without poison damage. They've had their Riptide, but we're going to be okay between the poisoned and our attack versus their attack and our armor. Anything fancy in here? Battle start, gain 5 armor and 5 poison. Turn start. If you have any status effect, spend 1 speed to decrease a random status effect by 1. I'll try this. Whenever Rockshell Tortoise is struck, Rockshell Tortoise gains 4 armor. Jeez. So we need to get through that 10 and get them poisoned. But we probably then, very badly, need acid work. Did we take an edge on this blade? We did. Poison edge. I'm not going to do the sinkhole because we want to go to the grave place multiple times. Healing is doubled. Oh, we got this now is 5 damage because it's a knight's blade. This is a knight's armor. Exposed, gain 4 armor, symphony. Oh, we got Duck Friend. Turn start, gain 1 armor and decrease a random status effect by 1. Cute. Okay, that's nice. So, stuff that benefits from us having armor. Exposed, gain 4 armor, symphony. There's no reason not to take it right now, I think. Then... do I think we can do... Is there a boss in the middle of the sunken place? I can't recall. I know there's these guys, which are pretty deadly. Level 2, 6 attack, 15 armor. I think we're going to be okay with them. Let's find out. Yep, +1 attack, +1 money, nothing else. There's our ferryman. Is this just a bunch of money, or is there anything else going on here? These are the things that I need to memorize. It's just a bunch of money, alright. And a slightly tricky enemy. Well, I wanted interesting places. The first time Riptide triggers, also give the enemy 5 poison. Battle start, if your speed is equal to your attack, gain 3 attack. Absolutely not. 5 poison is great for enemies that don't have armor, but the poison doesn't work if they have armor. What I really need right now is acid. Start turn, if Palace Sentinel has less speed than the player, he stuns himself for 1 turn and gains 2 speed. He's never going to have less speed than us. He's got 7 attack and 40 health to get through. I don't know that we're going to win that fight right now. Battle start if you have 0 base armor. Absolutely not. On hit, give the enemy 2 armor. No. Decrease all countdowns by 1. Symphony. No. I mean, I'll take an oil for sure. I need acid. Turn start if you have any status effects. Spend 1 speed to decrease. First turn, spend 2 speed to temporarily gain 4 attack. Where's my way off this island? Poison. Another petrified flask. Stun myself for 4 turns. Doesn't seem the wisest. But you know, it's nice to have things to aspire to, even if that is going to a golem. But we didn't find any acid stuff, and I don't think we're going to have a great shot at succeeding here for it. Well, our armor is holding out. Kinda. No, couldn't get it done. Well, I tried to suitably pivot, but just didn't get what we needed, and that's fine. Somebody told me that the pacifist staff, if taken very early before anything else, can see fights end in fatigue damage, which would be interesting to me, except a muscle potion with a pacifist staff this early is like an absolute yes. Let's grab a squire's armor and then get out of here. I'm not going to aspire to any of that right now. Serpent Basin, while we already have a muscle potion in stock. We have no money. Gain 1 Riptide, 8 health. Battle start, give the enemy 5 armor. Plus 1 attack. Maybe? Take an edge. Battle start, stun the enemy for 1 turn. Battle start, gain 1 attack. If we stun them for a turn, we get an extra armor and extra health. And we're a turn fast. We're a turn closer to this happening because we get an extra turn, therefore we get an extra strike. This is just 1 attack. After the 3rd strike, we get that 1 attack anyway, so give me the Storm Cloud Edge. Snakes, no bother. Give me another Squire's Armor. Maybe after this we can aspire to find a golem. There's our potion guy. Every 3 strikes, gain 1 attack, 1 armor, and 1 speed. Let's get off this island. First turn, give the enemy 2 poison on hit. That'll start. Swamp Song Siren gives the player -2 attack. That's not a problem. I'll take that until I have a reason to change it. Over to the Golem home. Absolutely not. There's our matey. Right, since we've got the Golem around, we will see if we can find any interesting stuff. I'll take a fish until I have something else better to have the option of taking. Battle start, stun yourself for 1 turn. That's interesting because we're going to stun the enemy for 1 turn. So everybody's stunned for a turn, but we get 1 more attack. For the first time enemy gains poison, stun them for a turn. Well, we're giving them poison with the Venomous Fang, so that would stun them for another turn. That would be another turn that we get a strike, which gets us closer to gaining attack, armor, and speed. So I'll swap that for that. This is now at +4. None of that. I'll take more oil. Alright, I'm gonna get off this island. Boneyard Bog. Full health for this fight, and this fight is gonna go amazingly. Well, I say that. It's going to take us a little while to get going. But we were never in any real danger. Go with a fish temporarily again. I'll start, gain 1 acid. Take a squire's armor. I'll start, restore health equal to speed. Not at the start, we won't. Stone Stale Basilisk gives 2 poison on hit. Our armor's going to be okay for that. Their 4 attack is quite high. A Petrifying Flask might not be the worst thing for that. 2 poison on hit. We will have 2 turns of being stunned, but get 10 armor. 10 armor, 8 armor, 6 armor. Then we've got 3 more turns to hit them until that poison then starts actually hurting us. I want to find the potion guy again, but I think they're a reasonably unlikely encounter to find. I was looking for a grave, wasn't I? There it is. Turn start, if you're above 50% health, lose 3 health and gain 1 attack. It's interesting because we're going to keep healing. Wounded, stun the enemy for 3 turns. That's interesting to me. If they're stunned for 3 turns, that's 3 turns we get to heal, 3 turns we get armor, and we get attack speed and armor in space of the -1 that this gives us in the first place. I'm going to stop worrying about this Nerve Poison Venomous Fang combo, because I think it's too slow. Like, it doesn't do enough for us in the long-term arc of the fights. Let's go Glyph Runes, but I'm just going to try and get off this island immediately, basically. Do I want a speed? We may as well. Then back to Boneyard Bog. And then how are we getting off? Through the center. Health is doing okay. Give the enemy 1 Riptide every other turn. Every 3 strikes, give the enemy 4 poison. Wounded, stun the enemy for 1 turn, Symphony. We've got a Thundercloud. I'm curious as to whether this might be some kind of synergy, or whether we might need the weapon that does stunning to do that as well. When we're wounded, we gain 10 armor and stun ourselves for 2 turns. We could stun the enemy for 1 turn too, and I was going to get rid of this nerve poison anyway. Yeah, Stormcloud Spear, Stormcloud Drum, Thundercloud seems like it would do something. Do we stop having the Pacifist Staff with an edge and 3 oils just to see about what the synergy might be? Yeah, because like, when am I going to see these two rares again? There's no synergy. Okay. Let's go Merchant Isle, and then just try and get off the island as fast as we can. I'll take an edge. Convert 1 speed to 3 armor. This gives us speed every 3 turns. -5 is rough. Boneyard Bog gets an unlock. Grave Robber completed. We probably want to find the grave. Is there a fire on this island? Not one that I can see in the daytime. Oh, there's one there. Do I care about the order of these items? Every 5 strikes, stun the enemy for 2 turns. On hit, convert 1 speed to 3 armor, 3 attack. Get 1 of each every 3 turns. Upgrades 8 armor. Wounded, stun the enemy for 3 turns, -1 attack. Wounded, stun the enemy for 1 turn, Symphony. Wounded, gain 10 armor, stun yourself for 2 turns, armor. Let's see how this goes. Right, so we have 3 poison now. That poison is going to keep getting bigger, which is a little scary. But they've now been stunned for 4 turns, so that's going to wipe out this poison, and we get to attack them a bit in the meantime. We now have 10 armor, which is a couple turns of not being impacted by their poison hits. They're stunned for 2 more turns. We give up that speed for more armor. And we're fine. Little scary, but we get there. 2 more open item slots. There's the Bone Yard. Thunderbound Saber. Battle start, stun yourself for 2 turns. I almost want to see if this gives some kind of synergy instead. 6 attacks, stun yourself for 2 turns. Sunlight Crest. Turn start if you're above 50% health, lose 3 health, gain 1 attack. So we lose 3 health. If we have a bunch of armor at the time... we gave up the pacifist staff, so we don't heal in the off time now. So if I still had the pacifist staff, I'd think about it. That'll start gain armor is equal to your opponent's armor is just free real estate. Stun yourself for 2 turns. We don't have anything that removes status effects from ourselves, which is probably where that becomes best. So give me the Marble Mirror. Lightning Rod. Turn start if you're stunned, gain 1 attack. There's got to be some kind of storm synergy in here somewhere. But we don't stun our... Wounded, stun the enemy for 3 turns. We don't stun ourselves with any of this gear. Oh, we do the Petrifying Flask. Wounded, gain 10 armor, stun yourself for 2 turns. Turn start if you're stunned, gain 1 attack. So this goes to 4 attack. Every 5 strikes, stun the enemy for 2 turns. I just don't think we do it. We'd have to rebuild an armor on oils and edges again. But we'd also be looking for synergies that we've never seen before. No synergy. There's got to be something out there. Let's go to the Merchant Isle with 12 gold. That'll start, decrease the random status effect by 1, give it to the enemy. No, because I want to keep my stun, surprisingly. Did I just die? God damn it. It's always the little ones. It's always the little ones. Grave Robber, completed. Visit Boneyard Bog 3 times in a single round. Blood Lord's Axe. Battle start. The enemy loses 5 health and you restore 5 health. That's pretty good. Well, it's always the little stuff in it for now. Thank you guys ever so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.